What is up, baby gang? It's Dre Babe, and I am back. I'm extremely bare because that is the mood.
Bubble gum while she thumb through her weed. Pop bubble gum while she thumb through her weed.
But something that you ladies that are thinking about dancing absolutely need to know. Dancers that you see on YouTube or you just see period TV, what you don't know is in a majority, most of these women have businesses and they have things that they invest their money into and things that they are doing outside of dancing. Even if they are dancing full time, whether they own a shop or they do nails, they do hair, they all do something on the side, and most of them even have part-time or full-time jobs. And I want you guys to not go into that industry and just think that like things are just going to be popped off like this. When I first started dancing, I didn't dance long, but when I did first start that experience, I had already been approved for my apartment. I did not get that apartment. When you walk into an apartment complex, they want to see that you make a certain amount of money a month, and the only way you can show them that is pay stubs. I have a good job, so I was grossing $42,000 a year, and if not more, but the bills is just high, so that money don't even make a difference. That's gross. But I was grossing $42,000 a year off my job, so I walked in and I got approved for that apartment, and you get approved for cars and all types of things. But you know, when you're talking cash is different, but things like good apartments and nice places to live, and if that's what you're seeing, it's because these women have other things that they are doing that they can show for, and they have other things that they are investing their money in. You don't just go into it like, let's make this money. Any girl that has DM'd me so far from my experience dancing, like just as an amateur, as a new dancer, I always tell them to go in with an idea, with a plan. I have not clicked with a dancer that did not have something that she was doing outside of dancing. One dancer friend, she was in cosmetology school. She was taking her test. She does hair and she's good at what she does. Another dancer I met just in the locker room, just chit chat, and I liked her nails. I asked her. She does her own nails. She does nails. You know, some women make wigs, good at what they do. Like, there are so many things, and most of them are into beauty. You got girls that have their own business outside of just dancing, so it's not like these girls walk into this industry and were just aimlessly wondering, because that's how you get picked off and that's how you fall off, or that's really how you end up stuck. And there's nothing wrong with dancing, but most women look at it as a come up until they get to what they need to, where they need to be, and what they want to actually be doing with themselves. So me, you guys know that I had lost my good job and I was in a bind, I'm in a bind. So I was kind of in a situation where the baby had to eat and the rent had to be paid for the apartment that I had just got approved for, and now I lost my job. So with that being said, when I was dancing, I was making enough money to cover bills. I wasn't making enough money to ball out and have fun because I was a mother first, you know, and I could only, as a new dancer who didn't really have a name for herself, I could only work with what I was making. So I made enough to cover bills, the major ones anyways, and then even then I picked up a part-time job. So the hype, don't go into it with this hype like I'm cute, I'm fine, I got a fat ass, I'm just about to make this bag. That's nice confidence to have, but you still have to be smart about your money. My favorite dancer, her name is Tiny, and I don't know how I met. I probably heard about her somehow, but we're from the same city and state. We're from Louisville. I live in Michigan, but you know, spent most of my life down there, and that's where she's from. Her name is Aaliyah Tiny on Instagram, and I have watched her from the beginning. I have like literally watched her from just about the beginning, and when I say she's my favorite dancer because of her ambition, the way she carries herself and the way she markets herself, and she's extremely business oriented. There's not anything that this girl has not dipped and touched into. She all but doing nails. She gets her nails done. She makes wigs now. She sells bundles. She sells lashes. And she's branded everything. She has her name on everything. She invests her money in the best way possible. She puts it back into things for herself. So she's a big name now. So she's popping. But she went in with the right mindset. She managed her money well. And she has fun with the rest. So you guys don't get stuck. Don't get stuck with the mindset of going in there and making your couple hundred or whatever it is you making that night and not investing that money or saving some and doing what you need to be doing with that money. I had a shoebox. Every day I would come home, or I would count what I make, rubber band it, put it in a shoebox, and never touch it again. End of the week, every Friday, I treated it like I still had a job. So every Friday, I made my deposits into my bank. So I will go in there, and at this point, I know they knew what I was doing. I was walking into my bank. My bank teller had one request: face your money, and that's it. Because the first time I went in there, I pissed her off because my money was every which way, and they got to put it in a money counter because I didn't have my own. But either way, it was going in the bank. They still got to count it. At the end, every Friday, I took the money that I made into my bank, had it deposited like I was seeing a regular check. Not that I could get pay stubs for that, but I was managing my money. I did not jack off my money. If that was the case, I would have probably been in some crazy car or something that I couldn't really afford. But as you guys know, I stopped dancing because at one point I was thinking about becoming a police officer, and that's when I was telling you guys I was ready to change the course of everything. I started taking certain photos down off my Instagram, but in the midst of all of that, I had actually went and taken my test and passed with the B for the written exam. And when it was time to take the physical exam, I ended up getting a phone call back from my regular job, the one that I had originally lost and was still, working to get back into. So you never put all of your eggs in one basket. And if you're in a situation where all of your eggs are in a basket, you need to go buy another basket or get you another basket and start moving your eggs around, because you don't want to get stuck. Please, please, please manage your money. Even if you're only making $209, everyone does not start off making the same amount. So please manage your money. Invest in yourself. Put something back into your own business. Start a business. Or if you're not one of the people that are into having a business, put it back into the house. Put it back into the apartment. Invest in yourself. Invest in the kids. Open the kids a bank. Do something with your money to where you can see it. Because as a dancer, you make your money and then you spend it without putting it in a bank or something. And you can't see it. We don't keep receipts. So, and we all know money goes. There's nothing that sticks in the palm of our hand. So with that being said, open you up a bank account. Make your weekly deposits. So you can see your money as you're spending it. So you can see where your money is going, whether you're doing online shopping or you're buying things online. You have to do this. You absolutely have to do this. Another pole dance, she just opened up a pole dance shop. And is it studio? She just opened up another a pole dance studio. And these girls are all my age, but they've been dancing since they were legal. So they are way more experienced than me at 23. So, but they have these ambitions, they have goals, and they shoot for them. Now, we don't know what everyone does for their money, but the money that you're making, you need to manage it. That's the biggest tip I can give any dancer. Most of us start out in a situation where either we don't have a car, or we don't have a place, or we're staying with our parents, or we're staying with somebody, or we have a kid, and as we're making money, it has to go back, babysitting fees or something. Save something. Anything counts. So this is what most dancers don't tell you. They are invested elsewhere. They're not just dancers. So be ready to invest in yourself. Have a plan, have a blueprint, vision board, write it down. Even if it's just a journal, even if you're just putting a note in your cell phone, write it down, because you don't want to get lost and forget what you started dancing for. You don't want that to happen. So just as quick as I got in, I got out. I got in to pay bills. I didn't do it for clout. I didn't do it for, y'all know, my first video, I already told y'all why I started dancing. So I don't feel bad that I didn't become a big name dancer or somebody. That's fine with me. So everybody go into it for your own reason. If you are doing it for clout, that's fine. But make sure you got your priorities in order. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do have a job with a check that you can count on, because dancing money is not always guaranteed. It fluctuates. It's up and down. So you just can't. There have been nights I sat in the club on a good night, and by good night I mean a night that money's supposed to be in there, and didn't make a penny. I've had my dry runs. So with that being said, I'm telling you guys what I know, and I'm telling you guys what I've seen. I'm telling you guys the real, the honest, the truth. The dancers have the dancers that you know with the big names, they have their money invested, and they know what they're doing, and they have managed themselves, managed their money. And if they haven't managed themselves, someone's helping them manage themselves and keep everything in order and to track everything. So this is probably, I don't want to say going to be one of my last tips videos, because I haven't danced since in a couple of months now. Not saying that I wouldn't hit the club here and there, but I don't really need to. But just knowing what I know as an amateur dancer, you know, that's what you need to know. And in my previous videos, I always told you guys to contact me in regards to dancing and ask me questions. But I am no longer a dancer, but I probably could have some information for you. But most of what I know, I've already put on YouTube. So if you guys do come to me with any questions in the DMs, you know, I'm not really in that industry anymore. Leave them in the comments down below, and we're going to help each other, because my other dancer girls, YouTuber watchers will answer your questions as well, because I see them doing that a lot on one of my old videos. So I'm still here. I'm just not as prevalent in that area anymore. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I don't gotta fake the funk. I didn't do it for clout, so I don't have to sit here and act like I'm a dancer or that I was just this big name dancer that made it, because I never was. You guys saw my first stripper bag. Y'all saw where I started from. But I'm not gonna front like I didn't have a decent job. That's where I got that nice apartment from. That's why I have my nice apartment. And that's why, you know, and situations still happen. Hell, right now, I have to get a new phone. There's a new car. There's so many things I have to do financially. I'm not stacked. I'm not loaded. I don't come for money. I'm just a regular working mom. That's it. I don't got a lot of YouTube. That's it. So with that being said, tips on managing your money, that's practically what I covered in this video, as well as the truth. What some dancers don't tell you, they're invested. And find your niche, get into it, invest in yourself. Don't get lost in this struggle. Plus, baby gang, we hit 4K. What's up? Baby gang, like, what's up? What's up? I know y'all love me, and y'all know I love y'all. So, what? I wish I could just hug all of y'all. I wish I could hug all y'all. Y'all, it was one video that I did with Dame Dash, and I did not shave my armpits. It was like a little peach fuzz. I just want YouTube to know I am aware, okay? When I get in front of the camera, for the most part, I really do try to look presentable, but I'm still human. Everything about me, you know, just ain't, I don't shave every day, because I have these issues. I get these lumps in my armpits, and they hurt really bad, and sometimes they grow really big, so I don't shave as much as, you know, regular female, but I try to keep it nice and there sometimes. But y'all got me messed up coming for me like that. I know what I had a little peach fuzz in my armpits, but anywho, I love y'all. Y'all follow the channel page, Instagram. I'm still trying to grow it small. babygang21 on Instagram. My personal page is drebabe_ on Instagram. Follow my Twitter as well, drebabe_. Y'all, I have had. So, with that being said, handle your business. Handle your business. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. You're going to be looking a fool.
Hey, you got it. Drop Ferrari. Hey, you got it. Hoes, Menage.